beautiful Pacific Northwest and the mighty West Coast, we greet you all good morning, good evening, whenever your time lane may fall. Time-appropriate greetings indeed to one and all. This is The Launch, and my name is Chris.
And I'm Angela.
Hello, Angers. A few things people ought to know before we get going. We'd love it if you called us. You can do that at 774-462-5667. Leave us a voicemail. It's a great part of the show. It gives us something to look forward to every single week. That is 774-462-5667. You can also join us live and make it a vibe on Tuesdays, 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. UTC at jblive.tv with a brand new player or in your Podcasting 2.0 app streamed right there in your library. And then after Editor Drew goes over it comes out Wednesday mornings for your consumption. Members get it Tuesday afternoons. And of course, we have that Mumble Room and that Matrix Chat. They're cooking right along every single episode. Details at weeklylaunch.rocks. You can hang out in there and just get yourself a little bit more show. You know what? I recommend it. It's like the pro move for the show.
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
All right, Andrew. So before the show, we were talking about the best towels ever.
Yep.
And, towels are a topic I am passionate about.
Yeah?
There is a certain type of towel that I absolutely hate. And every time it winds up into the rotation for showers, I kind of crash out a little bit. And I think it's
the last one.
Well, it's
Is
probably
it
what
resort?
it is. Yeah, it's probably like the last towel. But it's like, I think they're beach towels where one side's kind of rough, but the other side's really soft for like sitting on.
Yeah.
But that really soft side sucks at water absorption. Mm-hmm. So it's like you're just sitting there rubbing your body with nothing. Just
right.
And I hate it.
Still wet.
And so you only have one usable side, which is half a towel.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have any towel wisdom for me in general?
Oh, well.
What are your towel thoughts? And what are your favorite towels?
Well, so for the longest time growing up, I had what I think is considered just a bath towel, 27 inches by 47 inches.
Oh, there's a specification.
Yes. I actually, I sent a picture to you on Telegram that might help with the visualization.
All right, I'll pull it up.
And that's small. Like, it doesn't even cover my butt, like when I'm trying to dry off.
Yeah.
And so then it must have been, I think it was after we moved into the house, found Turkish towels, right?
Oh, it won't open.
Turkish.
Yeah, okay, I've heard about Turkish towels before.
Yeah, Turkish towels, the ones that I got on Amazon are 35 inches by 70 inches.
What is the deal with Turkish towels? Like, this has been a thing that I have heard. Actually, it's been YouTube.
I don't know. Yeah, honestly, I did not look up why we put Turkish in front of it. But there's a really cool visual of a hammam towel, which is 5 inches more in the other direction, 40 inches by 70 instead of 35 by 70.
This is what Google says. A Turkish towel is defined by their use of 100% premium Aegean cotton, Aegean cotton, and traditional flat weaving techniques, historically operated by Turkish bathhouses. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I thought it was just size, but anyway, having that full-size towel is so nice. And our kids, oh my gosh, they don't even know what it's like to have a towel that's not the size of their body. Even still, like
they're towel privileged. They don't even know how towel privileged.
Absolute towel privilege.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And they go through towels like they grow on trees.
My gosh. Yes, I know. And so the towels, they don't always get washed right away, right? That's why you can't find any. And so I figured out a hack because typically, historically, with these smaller, stupid towels that I've been using, for a long time, once they start like sort of smelling off, it's like, okay, time to get new towels. But I didn't want to because I really like the towels that I have, and I can't find them in brown again, where I haven't found them in brown. So what you can do is wash them with like a half a cup to a cup of baking soda only. No detergent in the washer on hot.
Really?
Yep. And then wash it with vinegar only on hot.
Really?
And it actually did it. It actually did remove the funk of the towels. I was really impressed. So,
and you didn't have to hit it with any super strong smells like a perfume or...
No. And then side note, sometimes these towels end up smelling this way because you're using too much laundry soap.
Oh.
Right? I don't. However, because I use Ecos. And it
it builds up in there?
It's an HE.
Well, it gets gross?
Ecos has like an oil, right? And so the oil is staying on the towel, which also lowers the absorbency. Like there's some, and then dryer sheets do that too, right?
Sure, that
the dryer
makes sense.
sheet creates like some kind of barrier. So
I think it's the same thing. It's kind of like a film.
Keep all these things in mind as you need to basically the baking soda and vinegar. We all know about that mix, right? But it is stripping the towel of whatever's built up, detergent wise or otherwise.
Jeez, just when you're trying to get it real clean too, right? You're trying to get it. I appreciate, I know this is going to sound a little weird perhaps to a lady bod, but I like a scratchy, rough bath towel. And I can't really find the one I have now, but it almost has like...
extra rough.
Yeah, it almost has not quite that rough.
Oh my gosh.
Not that rough.
It looks like
that's
a Brillo pad.
That's for going at your back in the shower. That's a whole other type of towel. But as a dude, I admit, I usually go about a solid 3 showers before I wash my towel, because I figure I'm only drying off my clean body anyways, and then I air dry it, and then and that about lines up with when I'm doing laundry. Is like, okay, so then I'll clean the towels again, and then I just kind of what I do is I have a towel, use it a couple of times, and then I'll hang dry that, and then I'll use it another couple of times to like dry my hands, and then I'll wash both towels and just have this clean towels again. But does that make me gross? No, okay. Other people do that.
Yep.
Other people do that? Okay.
You know what? I think I got those backwards. I think you do the vinegar first and then the baking soda. I can't remember. Google it.
Google it. Yeah. Not laundry advice. I'd like to know if people want to boost in with their towel hacks, their preferred towels, ways to clean them, the best towel for showering. It's like every summer I feel like I got to refresh some of the towels too.
Yeah. And I got a dedicated set of pool towels, right? They're white with like Crayola color stripes, each their own color, but for taking out of the house, because I don't want to take my
good towels,
bathroom, my shower towel to some public gross place.
One of my good towels was just lost to the chickens too. Like we were using it and somebody put it on the ground and then the chickens started sitting on it. We're like, oh, look how cute. They all like to sit on the towel. And then, the next thing chickens do.
Yeah.
They poop.
Yeah.
So I lost another towel. So I'm just down everywhere. I'm down towels. So boost in. Let us know. Towel tips. You know how to do it. In fact, now you can boost from the web. Did you know that? Boost.jupiterbroadcasting.com. You can also boost, as always, from your Podcasting 2.0 app. And members, you get 1 free boost per episode if you boost from the web. Thank you, everybody who does that. It really does help support the show. In fact, it's what supports the show. What? What? Oh, a Jupiter Broadcasting towel would be really great.
Oh, my goodness.
Who came up with that? Was that a Wes invention?
It is a Wes. It looks like a...
I wonder...
Oh, look at that rocket in the background.
I wonder if our company that we...
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to... But I'm not signed in over here. And I don't want to go through all the credentials. But I will check.
If we can, we should put a Jupiter Broadcasting towel. We should have that as
Check the show notes.
Yeah, check the show notes.
Everyone.
We might do that. I actually would legit buy a Jupiter Broadcasting towel.
Me too. Especially if it's big. But we should do like really small ones.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Or make them bath towels, one side smooth and one side. All right, I got something to talk about. Let's get to it. There's a cat in the studio. Hi, Kitty.
Hi, Kitty.
How did that cat get in the studio?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of dust on his head.
That cat crawled through the garage. The garage door's cracked. We have a random cat in the studio right now. That's the first time that's ever happened. The cat came in to say hi to us. Ange is walking the cat out right now. Now, how about that? So it's an all-black cat, and it's just covered in dust because it had to crawl under the... Did it run out?
Yeah. It smells bad.
Oh, do you think it peed?
No. Oh, no. No, but something smells bad.
Uh-oh, like maybe the freezer died?
Oh, it does smell like it. That could be.
Oh, no. That would suck if we lost a bunch of meat. All right, let's pick it back up one more time. Let's see. Okay, in a 3, in a 2. To the moon, Angers, or Mars, I suppose. Last Friday, SpaceX finally became a public company. And the IPO was enormous. $135 a share, roughly $86 billion raised after the full underwriter options, making it the biggest public offering ever.
Wow.
Anywhere in the world, not just in the United States. But the real story is what happened next. Some people thought everything would crash. Some people were calling it the end of the AI bubble. But that's not what happened. Instead, it traded like there was barely any shares available, like nuts. Aftermarket activity was crazy. And within just now what we've had, a few trading sessions, SpaceX, get ready for this, has ripped higher, pushing it in the same market cap neighborhood of Amazon
Whoa.
and Microsoft.
Wow.
Now, this is stock value. This is on paper.
Yeah.
But that's wild. But I think the question shouldn't be what is SpaceX worth, because that could be really different in 5 to 6 years. But why are we seeing this crazy action? So today, SpaceX has seen another 20% pop as I was prepping the show. And that means today and yesterday, within the last 24 hours, let's just say, Elon Musk has made more money than Warren Buffett ever made his entire career.
Wow.
In the last 24 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is where we're at now.
Elon Musk has become the world's first trillionaire as SpaceX jumps at the open well above $2 trillion in terms of market capitalization. He becomes the world's first trillionaire. What do you think?
Well, first of all, I'm not at all into this net worth porn. It's really something that I cannot get over. Elon.
I actually kind of agree with her. It's funny. It's on paper, like Elon doesn't have access to $1 trillion.
Right, yeah.
And if he sold that stock to try to get some of that worth, it would crash the value of the stock.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But here's what's going on, and this is what's interesting. Only 5% of the SpaceX stock is actually available and what they call floating right now. The other 95% of the SpaceX stock is locked up. And it's locked up until about the end of the year.
Is that a term of the deal?
Yeah. So like early employees that got stock options, they start getting unlocks throughout the year, and other investors that bought in early. And depending where you're at in the pecking order, your unlock comes in later towards the end of the year or earlier, like over the summer. But what's wild is that almost every tradable share that is tradable has traded hands. Bought, sold, flipped. Just within a few hours, SpaceX sold 555.6 million shares at $135.
Wow.
So the rest, the 95%, is locked up by Elon and the other insiders like staff and early investors. So you have this tiny supply of actual available stock for SpaceX that the rest of us get access to. So you've got now a $2 trillion company that's kind of trading like a crypto stock or a penny stock because of the scarcity of the amount of shares. So I think that's interesting. But it does mean that there will be bearish price pressure later in the year as more and more shares become available, because the scarcity will decrease as people unlock.
Yeah.
And I did grab the unlock schedule if people are curious, because that matters to a degree. It doesn't necessarily mean much because these things also go into index funds and all that. But first wave is on August 11th. And then we have an unlock on August 21st, and then an unlock on September 10th, the 25th, October 10th, October 25th, and then November 9th, there's a Q3 unlock, and then December 9th, almost everything left, and then June 13th, 2027, the remainder 100% is unlocked. So does that make sense? So you kind of you see how it kind of unlocks throughout the year?
And so then with each unlock, that's just more
people that can sell
money.
Their stock.
Right, but they can
so it's people that own stock now that got access to it early.
Okay.
Before the IPO, when it was private.
Yep.
And so now at these dates, they can sell what was issued to them as private to the public market.
I was thinking that they reserved it and then had the opportunity to buy on the schedule. But no, they already bought it. Their money is locked. They can't do anything with it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
However, they may have been given it, maybe as like as an employment perk.
Yeah, right.
Something like that. So they may not have bought it. Or if they did buy it, well, the SpaceX stock is currently trading at $204. It's up 6.12% right now. They may have been issued that stock at $10.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
$40.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're going to have a lot of it, too. They're going to have a lot. So it's going to be a lot of inventory that does come onto the market. So it may be like I don't know. Maybe it's worth waiting until January or November. I don't know. But that's just, I think, an interesting thing. We don't really know what happens. But the short-term financial engineering genius of it is you have this massive price pressure because the actual available stock is only 5% of the total stock. So it's actually just a tiny amount of shares. And so people are trading it like crazy. So they're making a bunch of money. They're making a bunch of money right now. And what they're doing with that money is they're not waiting a beat. Just a day after or two after the IPO, SpaceX announced that they are buying Cursor. Now, Cursor is probably one of the more popular AI integrated development environments where you can chat with the bot and it helps you build an app. It was one of the early ones to this. Oh. And SpaceX didn't want to make this known before the IPO because it might complicate things. But now that the IPO is done, they quickly jumped on Cursor.
Is this something that we should have expected with SpaceX? You get a rally in share prices that, why not go out and buy Cursor thanks to having that in your hand?
Well, the timing of the confirmation, post-trade day 3 is surprising, but not the concept, right? They, in April, announced they had the right to buy Cursor. The terms are exactly the same. They just waited until the IPO was completed because it would have made a material change to the prospectus, which would have slowed them down a little bit had they have tried to force it through prior to listing. I think it's as simple as that. So it's $60 billion where existing Cursor investors receive SpaceX shares at that value, but the valuation is the big point. I think you've nailed that, Danny.
You caught that? They get SpaceX
right now in the last few minutes.
Yeah, so they get SpaceX shares. And the reason why this is a very, very savvy move is because the shares are at very high valuation right now. They may not be there in a year or so. So they're getting maximum bang for the buck. But in the AI area, and this is where SpaceX really needs to push is in the AI space in order to justify these valuations, they have fallen behind. Grok has fallen behind in the coding editors. And it's Claude and Codex really there at the top and Cursor kind of somewhere in there and a few others. But nobody's really using Grok these days. So to be able to come in from like the 4th or 5th or 6th position and now in the number 1 or 2 spot with the purchase of Cursor is probably the most savvy short-term AI purchase they could have made because it immediately makes SpaceX a relevant player in the AI space with a product that has active customers, that generates revenue, and has its own custom model play right now to be competitive with Anthropic and OpenAI. So it's just very, very clever. And everybody saw it coming because a little while ago, Cursor bought capacity from xAI for compute. And in that agreement, there was like this option to maybe just buy Cursor. I was like, oh, they're going to do it. So it's been a wild ride. And it's been a particularly well-engineered launch to try to make it as attractive as possible. I don't know where this is going. I mean, it could be exponentially huge. Also, though, I think people should tap the brakes. I've been seeing the financial analysts say buying SpaceX is buying America, and that this is, going to be an infinite opportunity because space is an infinite opportunity. Like, you got to just tap the brakes a little bit and be careful here. But it is kind of exciting to see this happen and to actually see it not crash the market like some people thought it might. And there's some interesting details in here, and I'll link to the unlock schedule in there as well as the Cursor AI purchase, which I found pretty fascinating. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, what do you say we do a little music?
Now's the time. It's the song of the week. Remember, you can boost the track. They sure like that.
This week, it's an Austin, Texas-based indie rock trio called FM Rodeo, and it's their track, All Against Love.
It screams through broken doors. Hard times to be replaced. We're guilty face to face. I'm dreaming her out loud. I'm feeling proud. Why can't I dream for you? Why
I'm just going to make a quick call to my launch. I haven't checked in since yesterday. 774-462-5667. That's it. All right. 774-462-5667. Call now.
And we did get some calls.
Yes.
And let's start with Ed from Orlando, a.k.a. Tech Geek.
Hey, launch crew. This is Ed from Orlando. Tech Geek. I guess now you should know. Well, I'm at a loss for words. Tech Geek. Tech Geek from Orlando. Listen, you guys keep talking about, I guess the topic coming up about locations. You know what? I'm going to call back. I'm struggling here. Remember what I was talking about. You can scratch this voicemail. Don't put it on air.
Too late.
I'll call back.
It's funny. Usually the system catches that, but it did not catch it this time. But Ed, we still like hearing from you. Our next caller is Inner Child, and another Nick.
Another Nick. This one from Fulton, Missouri. In your last episode, you asked about hobbies. What are your experiences with board or card games? When you live in Missouri, you need some hobbies you can do indoors, where we experience all the effects of cataclysmic weather.
Oh.
Firefly has an officially licensed game, but I made my own edition of Catan themed on Firefly.
Oh.
For Anders, there's a lovely quilting themed game for 2 players called Patchwork.
Oh my gosh.
When the weather isn't super horrible, an outside hobby is tree climbing. Someone mentioned on the podcast before that Chris was maybe afraid of climbing trees and his son was energetic about it.
Yes.
Well, you can make a safety harness out of webbing from a ratchet strap, and then you won't fall out of the tree whenever you let go of it.
Would he use
You can also go super deep into it, getting carabiners and rope, static rope, and actual safety harness. You can get everything you need to climb a tree for $100. Peace.
I mean, that's true.
It's a nice thought.
It never occurred to me to get a harness.
Well,
he's a monkey.
He wouldn't use it.
No.
You could give him $200 worth of safety equipment that you could put on in 25 seconds, and he wouldn't use it. It drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Where do they get that from? All right. City Penguin, which producer Major was like, he calls himself City Penguin. Sometimes he calls himself Pacific Penguin. Just so you know, I think this is the same guy. I'm like, okay, thank you.
Launch crew.
Yes, sir.
It is the City Pacific Penguin.
What's going on, buddy?
Pacific City Penguin. I don't know what my name is anymore, but
That's
it's
all right.
fine.
Okay.
But actually, for string mechanic, to your question about financials and significant others and spouses, we take a rather, I'm going to call pragmatic approach. And for anyone who can't remember, the question was, how do you talk with your significant other spouses about like home lab stuff and buying equipment? So I'm going to say lucky that I have a significant other or fiance that is actually against IT. So explaining to her stuff about, the things that I'm trying to do or want to do in the home lab, she's like, yes, I'm aware of what these things are. Don't mansplain to me because I've been doing this for longer than you have.
That's good. I think your connection was rough there, Penguin. What's going on with that?
Yeah, that was, I didn't catch a lot of the words there.
Oh, but his wife's an IT person, so he doesn't have to explain the tech to her, which is handy.
That is nice.
Yeah. Josh calls back. Oh, interesting. And he's calling about a topic that we chatted about in our pre-show for the members
today.
Hey, yeah. Chris and Ange, this is Josh, a.k.a. J-Cube.
J-Cube.
I just saw the news that Fox bought Roku for something like $22 million. I use Rokus around the house. I also have Apple TVs, but that just brings up the thought process of what would you recommend as a set-top box like that, given that Roku has been purchased? And what's your take on Fox purchasing Roku? Anyway, love the show. My wife and I love sitting in the car and listening. Keep it up. Appreciate you.
Thank you, J-Cube.
That's awesome. So at the beginning of the show, we...
At the pre-show, the member show.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't... Yeah,
you need to go to Jupiter Party and become a member if you want to hear about it. But I will TLDR it as well. I have both a Roku and an Apple TV, and I use both. So And then I have a couple extra Rokus. I'm going to bring one for Chris to use for his outdoor TV at the RV that's going to replace a Chromecast.
A dead Chromecast.
A dead Chromecast.
I think we both think it's a weird purchase. Like if it was any other streaming provider, it would make more sense.
Yeah. I don't really care that Fox owns it now. Like,
no,
that's not going to change my use of it. Whatever.
I'm kind of migrating away from it. I honestly do think if you just want the most solid, I sit down and my TV works, an Apple TV with the Infuse app, which you're probably going to end up wanting to pay for, but the two combinations are as solid as I have been doing media centers and streaming TV and centralized storage with videos that play on the TV since I was stringing it together with random pieces of equipment with Windows Media Center to Linux to Xbox Media Center to all of them. And nothing is as family friendly and rock solid as an Apple TV with the Infuse app pointed at anything you want. Plex, Jellyfin, a file share, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. It's just really good. And then the other nice thing about the Infuse app is they have an iPad version that is awesome for traveling videos. Like when you want to go on a plane and watch videos, you can just go into your Plex library or your Jellyfin library. You can download it to the Infuse app locally, and then it tracks the watch status for you and all of that, and it plays right off the iPad, so you don't have to have any internet connection at all. It makes it super simple. You can download entire seasons or just specific episodes or whole shows and movies. It's a really good app.
So I don't watch TV very much at all. Like, really at all. I am going to watch Silo Series 3. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But there was a movie that I wanted to watch like a month or two ago, and I looked on all the apps on my Apple TV, and none of them had it, or they had it for rent, and I didn't want to pay for it. Yeah. And so then I Googled, right? Because, Google, where can I stream this movie? Yeah, right. Roku.
Oh, yeah.
And so I did. And I was like, oh, it's going to have ads, and I hate ads. But I was like, okay, I'll do it. There were no ads. Like, I just watched it all the way through. So,
that's nice.
So it is on that, it is one more location where you could possibly find a movie that was not on any of the other ones at no cost.
Well, and I think Roku has a really compelling product. It's just they haven't really kept up, so it's getting a little especially when you compare it to something like the Infuse app. It's just Roku has nothing like it, and I'm talking silky smooth, all the different formats, playback, no issue at all, 4K, surround sound.
Wait, do I have a reason to use Infuse?
Sure, you could if you're having any problems with the Plex app or anything like that. Yeah.
What about?
I think what we'll do is when we finally retire the Plex server here or when it dies, I'll probably have you move to the Jellyfin instance, and then you'll probably just use Infuse at that point.
I see.
Because there's not a great Jellyfin client.
I want my movies.
Yeah, they're like on a hard drive, aren't they?
Yeah, in the third bay.
Yeah, we do need to do some data recovery.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, and I have some hard drives that have like pictures of my grandpa on there.
Oh, yeah.
Got to get that recovered. All right, let's keep going on the voicemails. But yes, that's our current recommendations. I will...
And thoughts.
J-Cube, I am planning to try to find some cheap quote-unquote cost way to watch videos, local videos from Plex and Jellyfin that doesn't require a $140 Apple TV or a $100 Roku. So I may revisit that topic soon and have an update for you. Our next call is Ed from Orlando's back. I think this might be his redemption arc.
Hey, Launch Team. This is Tech Geek from Orlando. Tried to call in last week and, messed up the voicemails. Said I was going to call back, but I never got a chance to. And it was about this running topic of places that you have been to that the public doesn't normally get to go to. And, it was something that the Mayhem had actually mentioned on the
Mayhem
episode from last week about the tunnels of under Magic Kingdom. Before I was in IT, I actually worked out at Walt Disney World for a couple of years. And so, I got a chance to go to a lot of the places backstage of the theme parks there and even the tunnels under the Magic Kingdom. In fact, my wife used to work in the Magic Kingdom. And so I actually would go see her quite a bit during my break or on, the weekends while she was working. So, I frequented the tunnels of Magic Kingdom quite a bit. And then also years later, when I got into IT, I actually worked in the data center behind the Magic Kingdom, supporting, pretty much the service for all the theme parks.
Wow.
And then, of course, I mentioned before, I worked for the Artemis program. So, yes, I get to go into Kennedy Space Center that the public doesn't have access to. As a matter of fact, if you get on Kennedy Space Center, there's even a lot of areas that even I don't have access to, that I'm only allowed to go to one section and one section only, and that's the Launch Control Center. And so if I need to get into the VAB or something like that, I got to actually request it. So there's even areas that I don't have access to on Kennedy Space Center. So cool stuff. Enjoy the show. You guys are doing a great job. Talk to you later. Bye.
Thank you, Tech Geek. Clearly a spy. Clearly. That's pretty cool. This is going to be hard to top that. I don't know if anybody can top that.
Nope.
City Penguin calls in with just a quick joke, just to wrap us up.
Launch crew, Pacific Penguin.
Yep.
What do you call a fish with no eyes?
What?
Out.
You get it?
Yeah. No eye.
Oh.
And fish. Yeah. Fish.
Okay.
And then he said, out. I think.
That's almost funny. That was almost funny. I like that. That's good. Yeah, okay. Boostagram. All right, we got a few boosts to get to before we scoot-a-doots out of here. Is that something I can say? Am I allowed to say scoot-a-doots?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that. But our first boost comes from Bobby Pin, who comes in with what? What?
I just like the name.
Oh,
I love screen names.
Coming in with 11,101 sats. You could say a satchel of Richards. Using the web boost, boost.jupiterbroadcasting.com boost. I like the site, but you'll have to pry fountain from my cold, dead hands. It'd be great if we could also sign in with Noster as, what would that get you? I guess just to prove who you are. It's an interesting idea. I will put that down as a future idea. Thank you, Bobby Pin. Glad you liked the web boost. Thanks for trying it out. Your inner child comes in with 2,001 sat. Pew, pew, pew. First to boost. First to the boost again. At least on Fountain, congrats on setting up web boosts so we can stack sats and exchange fiat for your support. Did you know the only fiat, at least in the USA, isn't a value for value? Is the penny and the nickel, because the real cost of making them. China was the one who started the fiat scam back in the 11th century. Yeah, well, you know why money has ridges on it? Is because some of the original coin makers used to start clipping and things like that. And so I guess by putting ridges on it, you could tell if the money had been shaved down. So look it up. That's why coins have ridges.
I would have thought it was to make it cheaper. Less
material. Maybe that's why we still do it.
Maybe.
Because you would think, although you have to have the machinery then to do that, which is also...
But initial upfront cost.
Yeah, right.
Long-term savings.
And then you got all these scraps. Then you could probably melt down and keep using it.
Right. Yeah, for every 1,000 pennies, you could
do one more. Yeah. Thank you, inner child. Appreciate that. Producer Jeff is here with a row of McDucks, 4,444 cents.
This old duck still got it.
This is about the hobbies question. He says, I have too many. Many have stuck around, but sadly, I don't have time to enjoy them. I really miss building and flying RC planes and drones.
Ooh, fun.
I also miss playing drums. For now, I substitute RC with occasional ESP-based projects. Did I tell you I got an ESP plus a GPS NTP server working on my LAN?
Nice.
That is cool. A little ESP server working as a time server is a great idea. And he sent a row of duckies as well to test the new web boost for him. Thank you, PJ. Unicorn 1999 comes in with 3,000 sats using the web boost.
Fun will now commence.
Regarding the AI reaction at graduation ceremonies, I think it's hypocritical of the schools. They spend years telling kids that if you use AI, it's cheating, and then switch at graduation saying it's the future and you should be ready. Kids need to learn to use the tools effectively, and schools don't seem to be doing that.
Yep.
Yeah,
I agree.
When we were kids, there was still conversation if the calculator should be allowed in class.
Yeah. Man, we're old.
I know. That's pretty wild, huh? Now it's like a foregone conclusion. In fact, they have calculators they recommend to you. So figure that one out. All right, Daja comes in with 4,747 sats.
Oh my God, this drawer is filled with Fruit Loops.
Little Fruit Loops there. Sadly, most of my hobbies have fallen victim to the hustle culture and have been integrated into current business operations
yes.
or attempted to form new ones. And then, of course, once you start doing it for work, it doesn't really feel much like a hobby anymore.
Yep.
I like what you said, Chris, about keeping Star Trek to yourself and not doing a show. I've got to do that for my remaining hobbies. Luckily, the ones that don't hustle, I don't really care for that. And I still have a yard sale. I have a yard sale for my old tech. And it got cut off right there. I could definitely do with a yard sale. I could definitely do. A lot of old tech.
Mr. Royce specifically said, you're not going to have a calculator. You're not going to be walking around with a calculator.
Right.
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 In your pocket. You're not going to have it all the time. You need to figure out how to do this yourself.
Crazy. All right, we got some free member boosts. Our first one here is from Anonymous. How about that? Needs more Ange on the network and likes our chemistry. Well, Ange's going to become an AI expert. You never know. She'll have some,
yeah. Hey, did you want to share the song boost? Did you skip that one? I know it falls under the stats.
Oh, did I miss one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Strange Love of Music. Thanks for featuring one of our songs as your song of the week for the second time. Much appreciated. All right.
BOOST.
Glad you're out there, Strange Love of Music, and thank you very much for what you've created.
All right, back to Anonymous.
Anonymous says, I love the show. I love all the JB shows. The launch has so many different topics. It keeps things interesting. Keep it going. Love you guys, Papa John.
What can Ange do on the network?
Well, I don't know. You should come up.
Yeah, Anonymous.
Yeah, I'm saying you should come up with a suggestion.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree. Maybe there's something there in data. I don't know. Our podcast, Eric comes in with a free member boost. Eric also, by the way, #1 booster for the year so far for the launch because he had sent a couple of generous boosts in. Hello, launch crew. The new boost page is looking fantastic. Roger messages for the audience. Roger's message for the audience. Oh, I see what he's saying. Boost the show. That's his message. Okay. His son's message is boost the show. I agree. Boost the show. Boost! I got it. I'm having a hard time just reading today. I hope you and Wes share how you built this. I'd like to create a version of my own podcast. So the real magic is being done by Zaprite, as you probably noticed, because they connect to like Stripe and our LND node. And then it's just really putting a web form and then calling into the Memberful API. That's really the primitives of it, Eric. I bet you get there. They're always happy to chat, too, if you have any specific questions. Eric the Magician came in with a member boost. Eric saying hello from Vancouver, Canada. I'm really excited about this. Does the boost amount show? Did I hit the 32-bit integer overflow? Well, I think if you choose to do the free member boost, you don't get charged. So the amount would be nothing because it's a free boost. That's how that works. But we like hearing from you. Geek Dude's here with a free boost. Member boost. Thanks, Geek Dude. Nice to hear from you. And Unicorn 1999. Hello, Jupiter Party member here. Never figured out the sats thing, so thanks for the web boost option. Looking forward to the live stream. Would you consider doing one for Nix? Oh, that is a good idea. We haven't done a Nix stream in a long time, Unicorn. We'll talk to the boys about that. Thank you for suggesting that. Nimo comes in with our last free boost of the episode for, it's free. Love that I've got the option to boost without all the added hurdles and the barriers to Bitcoin and the local legislation has put in my place. Great work. Well, I'm glad. Yeah, I know it doesn't always work for everybody. And now there's multiple options. And, I was really excited to be able to give the members the free boost opportunity. I think they have earned it.
Yes.
So thank you, everyone who boosted. 3 of you stream sats, stacking 4,650. A little bit of sats, but we appreciate it when you combine that with our web boosts and our boosters. This episode stacked 30,453 sats. Not a banger, but we appreciate hearing from you, and we do appreciate the support. It does mean a lot. It's a value for value podcast. You can support it becoming a Jupiter Party member or just sending a boost right over to us. We much appreciate that, and it's a great way to support us directly and get your message on the show, as well as a voicemail. All right, with that, it's time to make some money.
Chris found a gem, an easy flip. Let's cash it in. It's barely standing, kinda scary, but potential's extraordinary. Just trust me, it's a winner. Just trust me, it's a winner.
Can't go wrong on this one. The math is undeniable. 38,970 square feet for $450,000.
Okay, what's wrong with it? Because that's what that sounds like.
12 beds, 9 baths,
Okay.
and, quote, endless possibilities.
Does it have a roof?
So it's a partially remodeled former elementary school.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I love that.
On 19.3 acres of land, which is a former Air Force base. Wing A has been, quote, creatively transformed and is currently configured into 5 distinct living spaces alongside an attached garage. And then there is the other wings, which are still mostly storage. The remaining configured spaces will also have an in-unit laundry area, another bedroom unit, and a large kitchen. The funny thing is it's a real disaster on the outside. It looks like the apocalypse.
It looks like an elementary school for sure.
But it's not maintained, right?
But also, classrooms are so huge. Classrooms are way bigger than a bedroom.
They have a very distinct look. Now, the kitchen area looks like a kitchen. They redid the ceiling. They put countertops in, linoleum, all of that. The living area is a little large, a little boxy. But then some of the rooms still have that styrofoam checkered ceiling.
Yeah.
With the even a couple of them have a couple panels missing.
Yep.
And then there's a theater that's clearly a classroom. I mean, it's parts of it work, and then parts of it are very odd and out of place. Like there's still the gymnasium.
Yeah.
With
the cafeteria tables in there.
Yeah. So you get a house with a gymnasium, which maybe you'd love, and then like the main entrance looks like a main entrance. There's like the attendance office
school,
there. Yeah. It's just you can put linoleum down, you can put curtains up. It still looks like the entrance to a school. And the bedrooms, I don't know, give me creep vibes. And then because it's a school, it's got a ton of crap.
I mean, but it's so cheap. That would be cool communal living. Oh, if you go to the very last picture, it shows each of the wings and
there's a couple of abandoned cars in here, including like a 1950s classic Chevy.
I always imagined like a mall and converting it to like different living spaces. That'd
you could do
fun.
You could do family compounds, like family A in one wing, B, C.
Yeah.
You could easily do something where you live in one half of it,
collaborative living,
and the other half is a business.
Oh yeah,
or studio or whatever.
Right.
Really, $450,000 isn't crazy.
No. Interesting.
It's an interesting. I mean,
probably be hard to resell.
Yeah, that's true. There's something unique though about redoing these spaces. It's in Gwynn, Michigan. So there you go. All right, this next one is more for like an enterprise. It's an office space with a really unique twist. Now it is $8.5 million. It does have a 21.5 acre campus, 180,000 square feet building with 25 heated underground executive parking spaces, 555 total parking spaces, and conveniently located in Newark, near the Ohio State University.
Not $450,000.
$8.5 million.
Yeah. Why?
Well, it's a giant basket.
It is. It's a basket case.
It is actually a basket case. It's called The Basket, and
weird.
Some company had too much money to burn and decided to design their entire office building like a wicker basket. It's a giant wicker, even with the handles. It even has the handles. The funny thing is, like, the outside is so specific. It'd be weird for a lot of businesses to exist in this, but the inside is gorgeous.
It really is.
I would love to work here. It's a beautiful interior. Like, they really went all out for this giant thing that is kind of a gaudy basket.
It really is.
Beautiful wood on the
ugly.
Inside, natural lighting. But from the outside, it's ridiculous.
It is.
8.5. You're not going to, this is another, like, you're not going to resell this.
It looks like it's for a law firm with all this wood.
I know. It's high end. It
really is.
I want to know what it was. But they don't say in here. Also, I noticed they don't say in here that it's a basket in the description.
Right.
In the whole description, they never mention that it's a basket, which is kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of the key thing about it. $8.5 million in Ohio. Ohio, what are you doing over there? That's crazy. Both would be really interesting challenges with a ton of space to use, and both, when you're done, you wouldn't be able to resell.
Yeah.
That's the theme with those ones. So
Yep.
Another helpful PSA. The more you know, from your pals Chris and Angela.
Couple of things to let you know before we get out of here. The Clanker Therapy stream that I announced last week or the week before is out now. We have the highlight version on YouTube and the complete version with the extended Q&A for our members. I have that linked in the notes. It's in the memberful download area, and you can go find that. And I think it's pretty great. I think it turned out well for something like that, something we don't do very often, and people seem to think it was pretty informational. So you can check that out. We'll have that for members, or you can just go to YouTube and look on our YouTube channel, and you'll find it over there. Now, also, you heard us mention it during the Boost segment, but the new boost.jupiterbroadcasting.com is live. You can pick an active show, add your name, add a message, pick USD or Sats. I think Stripe will support a lot of currencies, but it'll be denominated in USD, or you use Sats. And then ZapRide will help you check out using any Lightning-capable wallet or your fiat card, whatever. And members get one Boost per episode for free. So they don't even have to worry about the payment part. And then you go to boost.jupiterbroadcasting.com and it comes right into our existing report system integrated in there. It's really working out pretty great. And that's a great way to contact the show. And, you know, we have a high percentage of members that listen to the launch. So I expect to be hearing from you out there, Jupiter Party members. All right, Andrews, that's it. That's it for us. We're going to get out of here. We'll be live next week on Tuesday. So catch us over at jblive.tv, jupiterbroadcasting.com/calendar to get the time in your local time zone. Then the show comes out Wednesday morning for download. We have a video version you can watch. And of course, you can always call us from the beautiful Pacific Northwest and the mighty American West Coast. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you right back here next week.